Mm, Good morning. It's 4:27 here, but I'm doing this voiceover and yeah, getting into the morning routine. It's when I'm recording the video, it's Saturday, like 3 weeks ago, and it's been so much resistance doing something with the material. I mean, when I woke up that morning, there was like magic. Oh, I'm gonna record today, and there was so much ideas about since it's Saturday, I'm doing a run. I'm gonna try record the run. Yeah. Uh, since I talked about that before, and I had a vision that I could see myself running, since I have a treadmill inside with a screen and you can look at people running around the world. I like, oh, that would be nice to actually watch my own tracks, since I love the where I run. So I had an idea for a long time, but didn't see the value in investing in gear for just doing that kind of recording. So, but anyway, I remember I have a gimbal that I bought for another project a couple of years ago that I used once, and I was like, "Oh yeah, let's at least test it and see how it goes." So there was a lot of energy that morning, and yeah, I'm gonna also record all the little things I do, like I did last time when I did the voiceover. So I'm gonna do the little things. I'm gonna do the other things I eat. I'm gonna Yeah. And there was nice weather. So there was a lot of ideas and a lot of energy. But I talked about this before. It's the resistance on the actual recording and the cutting. And so the recording part was nice. There was no resistance at all. Resistance is going to be a theme in this. But so the resistance, there was none during the whole day. There was joy recording. I mean, there was a bit frustration with the gimbal going rogue and flipping, but it was a fun part as well, and it was enjoyable. And I thought I was okay. I'm gonna just record here and there, but I ended up actually running with the gimbal the whole 40 minutes, and I was okay. That worked, and it was fun to be and like, oh yeah, I want to show this. I want to show this. Show my beautiful tracks. So yeah, resistance. Morning coffee. The morning routine, it changed a bit. I'm still doing stretching yoga. I'm still doing some kind of little breath work, cold shower, coffee, getting some coffee, warm water, sitting down, and then doing the journaling. Those parts are still very much alive. So yeah, another Saturday morning in my life. A whole day of development is ahead. uh, so yeah, that's what's going on right now. And back to the resistance. Oh my God, there's been so much. Can you feel? I mean, I can actually. There's some sense of feeling the resistance in my body, and I think that's kind of common. But to actually go deeper and okay, so is this good resistance or bad resistance? Because I think there's some resistance it's good to push through, like doubt resistance, like when those kind of creep in and there's like, oh, let's try and create some resistance in the body for Tony so he doesn't do it, so we can chill or survive or something like that. So yeah, I think it's a fun topic. I had plenty of resistance the last couple of weeks, um, and finally pushed through some of them. And today and yesterday I finished with the cutting and okay, let's do the voiceover so we can do something with the material at least, because it was fun doing. So yeah, and I see now we're coming up to the light changing. Yeah, there was this kind of morning, when the sun. Oh, I love. I mean, when I see things like this, I just need to capture it. Seeing the light, and this is my meditation place. So yeah, now it's time for the other first meal. The homemade protein bar-ish thing. I mean, it's like whatever I would put in my oats kind of reduce the water. I mean, that was like how it started, since I used to do porridge or oats around for lunch. So just oats and some seeds and dried fruit and all that thing, and I used to cook it and add some protein to it as well. But then I just I like the chewiness and I like the texture and it works better with chocolate if you do it like this. I mean, that's what in my opinion anyway. So yeah, so adding all the dry ingredients to this mixer. So it's chia seeds, it's some nuts, walnuts, and raisins, and pumpkin seeds, and then I mix it. It's very simple. And it was nice when I got the new mixer. I kind of broke my old one. I've been using it. I mean, this is like every other day I do this, and every other day I do the yogurt. So mix out. Yeah, just I'm not sure if you can hear it, but there's barking. Oh yeah, here he comes. Yeah, he's been around the house a lot. He just before I hit record, he just came by the window and ate some grass. That was nice. But anyway, back to the so mixing and then I take some butter and some salt and some honey and I mix that just to because it add extra flavor. I mean, it's all about I mean, you can always cut down the calories if you don't. I mean, that's not an issue. You can do it with less fat, of course. But this is my version now, since I do 2 meals kind of a day. So this works for me. Fits my macros I calculated before. Since that's gonna be a theme as well. How do I keep fit? And this is one of the I really enjoyed what I'm putting in, and it's very satisfying. So, and it has all the nutrients, and I think it's around 1,000-ish or 1,100. I mean, it was so long ago I did the calculations, but that's it works. So I'm around 2K, 2.5K ish, there, around there. I mean, I don't track anymore. Since I kind of know, since I kind of eat the same thing every day. I mean, I'm not sure if that's a blessing or a curse, but it works. I mean, I do mix with spices and stuff like that, but it's might be a lot of the same things. But so mixing in the butter, making it stick, and then it's 2 scoops protein powder, so it's 1 casein and 1 whey. So there's a lot of protein around ish 50 grams in this. But I mean, the oats and the other stuff has stuff as well. So, but yeah, that part, and then yeah. So I'm doing some chocolate version. I mean, I'm doing double chocolate of those. Yeah, and this brand I've been using this for 15 years, I think. But yeah, that's the. So mixing that together. I mean, it's so basic. Just mixing all the dried ingredients. Yeah, adding the butter and the salt and honey, and then there's one pot of coffee. Yeah, and I used to do decaf because this is around lunch. I usually try not to do too much coffee after lunch. It's more pre lunch. But I ran out, and I'm apparently not remembering to buy when I buy coffee to buy the decaf. So, but I don't know. I don't notice it. I'm not that affected. Yeah, times are for coffee. Yeah. So adding the coffee. I mean, you can swap for water. I mean, it's not. I mean, you don't enjoy coffee. It's pretty simple. I mean, you can do some kind of oat milk or normal milk or anything. You need some kind of liquid to to get it to stick. Yeah, that's the only thing. But yeah, this is it's about getting the right texture. You need the right amount of water depending on your ingredients, of course, or it's not gonna be able to stick like this. That's so it's too much water. We it's gonna be hard to form anything. I learned that a lot by experimenting. But yeah, and then we're adding some peanut butter as well. I mean, there's so many ingredients you can just remove if you wanna reduce the calories. So it's very I like it in that way. It's very easy to add more calories or reduce them. Since I think that's one of the key things I learned when I started my fitness journey 15 even longer, that to have some kind of sense what you're actually putting in the body, because we do not calculate good if we're just looking. I mean, that's a muscle you need to train. So how many calories are in this, And to overestimate is super easy. To overeat is super easy. So, but I mean, I think that's one of the keys now, that I don't overeat. I don't eat more than the body needs, and then I stay fit. Of course, I move every day as well, but I mean, right now it's like 40 minutes of exercise. That's it. And then I sit all day almost. So you don't need to exercise for hours and hours to do cardio for hours and hours to stay fit. You can do that and eat more. I mean, that's what I did before. If it fits, that kind of fits your macro. I used to eat candy just to fill up, the macros, since I was running so much. Or so. I mean, so it depends what you're doing. I mean, if you're like doing the hour runs, then you need to fill up. So and then I know it can be hard to fill up with good stuff if you're having like a 4,000 budget, 4,000 calories budget. Then it's can be very hard to fill up with good stuff. But yeah, adding some cocoa and then it's done. Awesome. I think it's time for some demo. Yay, demo time. Yay. Good morning. It's a bit after 5, Saturday morning. Time for a check-in. So what have I been doing with the gamified task and habits system board application? Yeah, the board itself hasn't had that much work. Almost none, actually. I worked some on the chat features, but mostly I've been gamifying things. Yeah, gamifying things a lot. So what I've been working on is the player system and the equipment and the stats and stuff like that. So now when you're doing habits and tasks, you got experience before and you got some stats, but they weren't used. But now you actually can allocate your stats after you earn enough that you can allocate. So stats will increase, and we have now gear as well, a complete working gear system. Or I mean, we have inventory and we can equip stuff. The gear has stats, and depending on if you're equipping or not, the strength is gonna go down or whatever we have. Yeah, and so some standard gear. I also started with asset generation. I built a backend for managing stuff like that. So asset generation with different, so I can generate assets, I can look at the assets, I can do new versions. Assets can have stats, and I can add stats here, not so you don't need to hardcode it in the database, and you can generate new images and stuff like that. So yeah, that's been fun, and also generating the characters for the classes, because there's 5 archetypes and 22 classes. So that was fun part. I'll show the classes later. But yeah, so generate. So okay, how can I? So I'm trying a pixelated theme. I'm not sure I'm gonna do with that, but I'm gonna try anyway. It's the simplest thing to generate and just get something. But yeah, so you can generate assets, you connect it to the class, and yeah, so that's what you see here. And so it has, yeah, and also there's a epic flaming sword that I put in my inventory. Maybe we can try, and it has a level requirement, so you can't use it until you're level 20, but I'm 21. So let's see if it actually works. Item equipped. Yeah, nice. Okay, I could equip it. Okay, yeah. There's some minor glitches. So the stats is attack, and I'm not showing that I have strength. But yeah, the basic stuff. Let's see what kind of yeah. Yeah. So inventory. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of more stuff. Yeah, there's loot, there's crafting, there's quests. Yeah, there's been a lot of gamifying going on, and it's been a lot of fun. So I'm gonna keep going that. And the next step is to lock things down, because now everything is locked, or everything is available. But the idea is that when you get in, you maybe you have access to the board and you can create tasks and nothing else. No, so like challenges, the agents or the NPCs players, achievements and all that stuff is gonna get unlocked when you level up. So creating some kind of system that locks thing, so it initially locks things down, everything is locked down, and you unlock things through progress that's the plan for today. The locking down and enabling through experience and quests and challenges and all that kind of things. So yeah, that's the board, the separated backend for the GM, the game master things. Yeah, and what did I do else? I started working with CodeRabbit since I thought, now that I'm feeling I'm getting closer and closer to actually some MVP state, I want to be sure I don't miss any essential stuff. So I know it's integrated in VS Code as well, but I haven't started using that yet. but I tried with a PR, so and see how does that flow work. And I usually don't do PRs. I usually just work in development, and just since I'm the only one doing, but I tried because then it's easier to get this flow going. But the first issue was the whole thing, the whole PR is too big. It's 65,000 ads. There was a good, because I did the whole onboarding and stuff like that as well. And so there was a lot of things, a lot of commits, but I liked it. You can tag it and you can see like this, reacted to, you tag it and I set it to ignore some prototyping. And then I at least got some kind of analysis. And yeah, okay, there's some build stuff. I mean, I haven't looked at that yet, so that's not something, yeah, I wasn't aware of this, but I'm getting into that. And yeah, some debugging stuff, but this was nice. Positive aspect, security best practices, prove environment, yeah, okay, so no hard-coded API keys, yes. Appropriate authentication setup, yes. Proper separation of server client Supabase instances, so code architecture, well-structured folder organization, TypeScript, yeah. Modern React pattern, good separation of code, yeah, okay, nice. Modern libraries, testing setup. So I have testing in the main app and proper auth. So some minor things that was nice, and yeah, I have no testing in the backend or in the admin GM thing, but yeah, it's I'm gonna see if I can do smaller PRs and start seeing the actual code suggested improvements. So I'm keeping secure and in best practice for production. So that's what's going on. Yeah, let's see you in the next one, the next check-in, where I'm at then. There's so many features I've been playing with in the background that need some aesthetic tuning, but it's been fun. So yeah, that's the check-in for the development part. Catch you later. Okay, that was the demo, and then it's exercise time. So Saturday morning, going for a run. Yeah, this is yeah, there was like 40 minutes of me running, and I thought, like, no, that's not gonna work. What can I do with the footage? So this is 10x me running my track, and it's so yeah, it's a lovely forest, and it's so nice that I noticed that wherever I live, I seem to find these kind of tracks. Trail running is one of my favorites. I noticed when I started running. Yeah, that was maybe around 15. Oh, and here we go. Here's the where I saw the moose, like when I talked about the first day. There it was. Yeah, that's where it was. And yeah, but yeah, I mean, oh my god, I love these kind of tracks. So it's so soothing for the heart and the soul, just to say hi to the squirrels and the nature, and just take it in, and yeah, my favorite kind of running is this kind of running, trail running. Yeah. So this is 6K. I'm doing a bit of back and forth, but since I couldn't find actually one that would go 6K, but yeah, and this is yeah, I mean, look at this view. It's amazing. And yeah, okay, yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's the sound when I'm running is kind of funny as well. So when it's speed up, but yeah. So running now 3 times a week. So 3 times 6K. So it's 40 minutes, and the other days I do strength training.
A rogue gimbal. Have you ever experienced that?
Yeah. Rogue gimbal. Yeah. So yeah, running 3 times a week and strength training 4 times a week. And yeah, that's the schedule now. That was a quick run. Yeah, it's such a nice day. So yeah, that was a 6K run. Nice. And I see I still have my beer. I do not have that now. I ended up shaving it last week. And then we're finishing off with some chores. So yeah, cutting the lawn every week. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to like so this is I'm kind of combining getting some cardio. So this is a Sunday after my strength training. So combining that. Yes, combining that. So that's it for today. Nice. I will keep going. I don't know. When I feel the urge to record anything. I mean, there's many features that I'm playing with that I would like to show. So we'll see when I record that and when that will come out. So that was a little in my current life, what I'm working on, how to keep fit. And yeah, that's it. Catch you later.